Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market and let's dissect this a little bit, guys. Let's see if we're going to make money, a lot of money in 2023. My guess is that I think that that's going to be coming and doing really, really well, guys, in 2023. So, depending on how you play your cards, 5 to 10x potentially. It's all going to depend on how this works out, guys. Depends on how aggressive you are going to get with your crypto. So stay on point. Stay on point. Look at AOEZ. Is my little buddy here? My little buddy going to decide to make a move? You see that? Look at that, guys. Decided to make that move, guys. Where's AOEZ going? Already hit 5 cents. 10 cents. And this thing could come back down and rip and make another way between 20 and 30 cents. So potentially 2, 3x, and maybe even a 5x or a 6x. You know, there's some people following my channel, and they come give me a message, and they're like, "Hey, Greg, you know, we went in AOEZ. When's it going to start pumping?" I'm like, dude, I can't control the freaking pumps, man. I just know that it looks like it's going to pump, and you throw something in, and maybe it'll pump, right? So you want to get into the pumps. This was pretty obvious to me, guys. Like, look at this pattern right here. You see? Came down, up, and then you can see this pattern how it came down, descending wedge. And then you take a look at, you see, put right here, it came back down, back test, boom, and then off, and then right up there, back test. That's how you find them, guys. And you know, you just put enough in where if it goes to zero or something goes wrong, you know, you can just exit out. You can just exit out. Like you take a little loss and move on, right? So what you did right here in this scenario, exiting me, I entered in at basically 0.0367 cents. Okay. And if it was going to come back down to these areas, I was basically risking, and I start seeing come way back down, you know, maybe 3 cents. I was going to risk 14, 15. And then definitely if it comes down to those, so look, I was going to risk 20%. Let's say 20%. Okay. Let's say 20% is what I was going to risk for a potential already. What do we got? 36 and a potential for, you know, let's say just a 2x. It's called a risk to reward ratio. And it was in my favor too, right? So it's in my favor. You're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it's coming up to a bottom. Ethereum's looking like it's coming to a bottom. Some other cryptos looking like it's coming to a bottom. They've been in a downtrend. Most of crypto's been in a downtrend since May of 2021, almost 2 years. And this has been in the same downtrend right here. It came back down here. So the odds were in my favor that this was probably at some point going to go up. You see? So the probabilities for me were a lot higher. Okay. So now, is it over with? Is it over? It could be, guys, but it's still, I think it's setting up to really freaking pump, guys. That thing could really shoot up. You know, look at that shot it did there. That was a corrective bounce. That's a flat. That's a flat. Boom. Flat. Boom. Okay. That's not a flat, but we'll see. We'll see what the old little buddy AOIZ can get to. But like I said, guys, 20 or 30 cents wouldn't be a surprise for a crypto like that. This is another one. I didn't get into this one. I played my my deal. That's Caspa or Casper. This one right here, where is it? That's Chili's. Where am I looking? I'm looking at starts with a C. Crust Network. Crust Network. You see same thing right here, guys. Crust Network. You see, it has a little bit better. It had a little bit better setup for more strength to go into that. But that was a really, really good trade. Farley on my Twitter page, she went into this. That's a 3x, solid 3x. So here you got a 3x. Chili's, I think, is really setting up to make a decent run up into these areas. So in 2023, let's say, you know, there should be a 3x right there on Chili's. Okay. So in 2023, you should be able to make you know, pretty decent gains, guys. You should be able to make pretty decent gains. CASPA right here, guys. Let's go over CASPA real quick and take a look at the 2-hour chart on CASPA on a line chart. I put on this line chart, guys, just because you take the wicks out, it looks a little bit easier. wave pattern. It came down pretty deep. It took that out. I'm still thinking with CASPA, it's going to be like this possibly, guys. So you have your little move, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5. So with CASPA, if you think that it's gone bullish, and I know some of you emotional guys will think, oh, it's not going down, man. It's not going down, man. It can't. It's CASPA, man. It's my coin, man. It's going to just continue to go up. All right, guys. So here, I'll do you a favor, bud. If this is ABC, okay, and it very well could be, you see the length of that wave, and you take this wave, right? We'll take this wave over here. Probably not a third wave. Third waves are very strong, especially in crypto. You see, look at that. You see, it's basically the same size, telling you ABC. And it's going to correct all the way back over here. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do? Those entered into the box, you've made some pretty darn good gains just on this little corrective bounce of almost a 2x right there on a corrective bounce. So what you can do is you have a couple options. You can take some profits, be conservative, because if you're concerned that it could just rip out of there, and it very well could. My count could be all wrong. All wrong. It happened to me with Lido. I was like, oh, Lido, I exited out Lido way too early. You see the moonshot that thing did yesterday? It almost went to $3. I'm exiting out just above $1.50. So I left a lot of money on the table, but that's how trading goes. So ABC, and it'll swing back down. Now, if you're aggressive and you're very confident in your abilities to read waves and look at wave structures, is that you exit all of it and then you come back down here and you pick it up. And just with the move right here, so you got basically, let's say, a 2x on this wave, and then it comes all the way back down here again, and then you can ride it back up there again. You got 2x just with a couple simple moves like that. So when these assets are small like this, guys, they make nice waves. Okay, nice waves, and you can read them really, really well. That's what's nice about a coin like CASPA. And by the way, overall, I'm hyper bullish on CASPA. You know, for 2023, is 10x in store with this? Definitely. Is 20x in store for this? Possibility with CASPA, guys. Definitely with CASPA. You look at the overall chart. This is a hyper bullish coin. Here, let me go over here right here. I was looking at Cardano, guys. Cardano, man, it's been a big disappointment. Kind of starting to remind me XRP. Starting to remind me CASPA on CoinMarketCap. USD, a dominance chart. You know, there's just no way around that, guys. You know, look at that. There's nothing but up and to the right, and it's in a correction. Come back down here, and it's going to be up and to the right again. Okay? So massive gains to be made. This would be wave 1, and this will be, if it corrects to this area, guys, shallow wave 2. It's a shallow wave 2. Means CASP is real bullish, and it's going to be ready to rip a 3 over here, a potential 3 over there, guys. So yeah, massive gains will be made in CASPA. And the other thing that I like about CASPA is it's new. It's just new. Fresh coins, man, rip. Fresh coins like to rip. I'm not saying old coins can't rip, but fresh coins like to rip, guys. They like to rip. So let's go over Bitcoin. Amplify, guys. It's in a correction. It's looking really, really nice. You can see these smaller type assets too make goofy waves sometimes. This is probably your 1, 2. That's your 3. Back down for 4 and ripped off a 5. And it's going to come back down maybe to the 24, 25 areas potentially. I want to see that RSI get down and reset that down there. Let's check it in a 4 hour. Let's check that out in a 4 hour. It's getting down there pretty decent, guys. It's getting down there pretty good. It's getting down there. It has these are going to be more volatile down here, guys, because it's less money. It's just, you know, people piling money. They could shoot these up real high. So see it get down in there. Okay, and then it can get ready for what? Over here with Amplify on the daily chart. In this section right here with a 1, 2, 1, 2. And it could be going into a 3. Now, you have to be careful too, because sometimes they might do this. So you got 1, 2, and it might make another little 1, 2. Okay, or it might go up a little like that and 1, 2. And it might make another little 1, 2. And you're like, what's it doing? What's it doing? And then all of a sudden it does a moonshot. Okay, guys? It could do that. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. So let's go over Bitcoin, 22,677. Bitcoin went right down to my box target. that I was talking about yesterday, guys, on this line chart. Let's see what Bitcoin did. What Bitcoin did. There's a YouTube channel like that too. What Bitcoin did. I don't really watch it because he's just talking about all fundamentals and everything about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to take over the world and all this other stuff and like that. And so nothing wrong with that, guys. Nothing wrong with that. Michael Saylor, man, I don't see that guy, man, could talk for a long ass time, man. That guy could talk about Bitcoin for 6 hours, man. It's like, geez, I'll tell you what, Bitcoin, 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 just on and on and on, man. The guy's having a love affair with Bitcoin, man. He definitely is, man. You know that, you know who comes first in his relationship over his wife or Bitcoin? It's definitely Bitcoin. Yeah, it's definitely Bitcoin, man. So, pretty good strategy, right? I would have to agree with them that probably want to have Bitcoin over your wife, personally. Bitcoin will go down, but it'll eventually come back up. Don't know about the wife. I'm just joking, guy. I'm just joking, girls. I know there's a few girls that watch my channel. I'm just joking, girls. So here's the deal with Bitcoin. It came down to my box. I'm put on the candles. We check this out. 2-hour chart. You see that came back and wicked right through my box. So here's the deal with Bitcoin, guys, is that it's making a nice wave structure. Okay. So it looks, it came wicked all the way down to 23,378, right to those areas. Okay. So what's the next step with Bitcoin? You want to be careful. Maybe Bitcoin is going to be doing some sort of wave back up here, and then it could swing back down like that, guys. It very well could. And that's going to have a nice look. It already has a really, really nice look for a correction, like right here, okay? Kind of like this move right here. You see this one over here, guys? Check that out. Up and then dump. Could it have more? It very well could. I do think Bitcoin is still going to be in a correction for a little bit, but you just never know. It could start ripping out of there. 2-hour chart, you see, I told you, maintain that bullish divergence on the 2-hour chart. Maintain that bullish divergence on the 3-hour chart. More than likely, you got some sort of reversal over in this area. Let's check the 4-hour. 4-hour, it took it out, so it was a pretty aggressive wave. So it might not be that strong over here. That can be giving us a signal that it just might be a bounce and it's going to swing back around, guys, into this area. But check out this 4-hour RSI, guys. I'll tell you right now, there's some guys that are trading are probably looking at this going, wait a second. Wait a second. That's a massive amount of hidden bullish divergence. So what is that telling you? What is bearish divergence telling you? Bearish divergence at the top. Let's take a look at this. I got this chart out. Let's look at this 2 ways, right? So you got boom right here. You got boom. All right, here's your trend, right? You got your trend. Okay, you goes what? Guys, there's a guy up there and then up there, right? Oh, look at that. Bearish divergence. It's going to zero, man. It's going to zero. Okay. All right. So that is true. That is true. But that's a bullish correction. That's a bullish correction up there, in my opinion, guys, what it's doing. And I'll show you something right here. I'll show proof to you. But over in this area, you see the 4-hour RSI? It's over there. I showed this to you yesterday. Boom, boom, boom. Where is that point? Right there. You see that? That's called hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence. So you take your trend and you're like this. Okay. And maybe it comes down a little bit more, just like so. Okay. And then your trend right here. Up to this point. I know I'm kind of messy right now. Let me pull this down, let you guys see it. And then you see that. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means this, guys, right here, guys. So it's going up and doing a little correction. It's going to come back down, maybe down a little bit more. But it means a trend continuation pattern. And boom, it's going like that. Okay. All right, guys. That's how you got to look at that. So I'll show you some proof. You want to see some proof? I'll show you some proof. When Bitcoin, is this the third wave? Can we agree that this is a potential third wave move on Bitcoin? Can we agree on that? Yes, we can. I think we can agree on that. Maybe you think that's a C wave and you're a bear and it's going to 10,000. By the way, those 10K Bitcoiners, they're still around. They're still around waiting for that 10K Bitcoin. If you're waiting for 10K Bitcoin, guys, I'll show you how you can get 10K Bitcoin. I'll show you how you can get 10K Bitcoin. Here's how you can get 10K Bitcoin. Potentially. I'll show you like this. This move is a corrective bounce. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that's a C wave, it'll probably even go up higher, down again, and then up to say 35 or something like that. Okay. It stops right there. So you're going to have to wait for all that, lose out on those massive gains. while you're sitting around waiting, doing nothing, and just looking at the Bitcoin chart, going around making comments on how Bitcoin's going to 10,000 because what's his name said so. But here's the thing, guys, right here. If it does do that, then you got to have Bitcoin go like that, right? So it's got a three-way move over here and an ABC over here. And then you take this thing over here. You take something like that and you put it over there like this, okay? And that is how you can get your 10K Bitcoin. And look at that. Look at that. You know, it's going to have to go shorter. Here's how you can get your 10K Bitcoin, just like this. Let me put that like that. There you go. You see, that's how you can get your 10K Bitcoin. And maybe it's going to end. Maybe it's going to end in this area right here, like this, guys, like that. Maybe it's going to end in that area. So there you go. There's your 10K Bitcoin. So you're going to have to miss out on those gains. Okay. And then you're going to have to wait probably another year for it to do this again. Maybe I'd say at least 9 months to be down there. But then you're going to be in a bounce. You're going to be faked out. You won't believe that either. It's a bear market bounce, and then you're going to be waiting for this. So then it'll be $10,000 Bitcoin over here. I'm just letting you know, bears. This is what you're going to have to go through. This is what you're going to have to go through, bears, for your 10K Bitcoin. Okay, I'm eliminating a lot of headache for you. Okay, so basically, go on vacation. If you think it's getting down there, go on vacation or whatever you need to do something. Go get more dry powder and build up for it, and you can wait for this. But here's the thing: once it gets down here, you ain't gonna buy it either because you're gonna say it's gonna go to 5K. Oh, it's going to 5K. It's going to 5K, right? So basically, what I'm saying about your 10K Bitcoiners right now, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed. You really are, guys. Like, think about that. You are. I don't, you know, there's really this, that's how it's going to get down there. So let me go over to this RSI. So here you got Bitcoin, it went up, and you got a serious dump, and it's up there. You see that right there in the RSI, guys? So basically you got 1, 2, 3, and somewhere along the lines, Bitcoin can pull off that 5, and then you have your divergence. Okay. Now, what's the best case scenario? What could happen over here? It's called a third wave extension. It's called an extension. Maybe it's hyper bullish. So what can happen? This is what can happen, guys. So it's kind of like VI token. Remember VI token? Viet, you know, everybody's going to ape into that token. Once it does a correction and it goes into a third wave, potentially, if Viet's going into a third wave, that's going to be a serious third wave. You know how I know it's going to be a serious FOMO third wave? Is because all the normies are going to go over to the website and they're going to see IBM on the website. They're going to see IBM. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. They're in bed with IBM. I'm going to buy that Viet coin. Watch. So here we go up. Third wave comes back down. And here will be your third wave extension on a daily chart. If you see it do this, guys, this is what you want to pay attention to. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it breaks that RSI just like that. And there you go, your third wave extension. And then it could come back down again, even deeper, and then rip off a fifth wave. Just like Vietcoin, guys, except Vietcoin did it more aggressively. So here we go over here. I know this is a little long and drawn out, making fun of some guys, you know. Hey, 10K Bitcoiners, you guys might be right eventually, but I don't think so. You got a little wait to go. So here's its wave 1. So here's Bitcoin, the massive third wave. You're going to learn a lot about this third wave looking at Bitcoin on this chart. So here it went into this wave. You can see that peak right there. But you see what it did? What did Bitcoin do right there? It went down. It went up to 9,700, came back down here, and then it went up, and then this right here is a flat. So you see this area right here on Bitcoin? Look, I'll show you guys something. Okay, first off, let me go to the waves right here. You see this? Look what it did. Look at that. And then what did it do? It went up into another wave. Boom. And then come over here. You see that? What does that look like, guys? Doesn't that look like your nice flat? 1, 2, 3, and then what? Boom. But look what it did. It came down here. Boom. And what did it do next? It went up again. Boom, 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 boom. And you see that RSI is over here. And, you know, it didn't even take that one out yet. So it's still making its third wave. And it's going up, 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 10K Bitcoiners, here we come. And then you go up there, and then look, boom. You see how that works? And it went up. It goes up. It went up dramatically. Okay, so now you're looking at it's coming to the end of that third wave. Come to the end of that third wave. So you can see right here. You come up here. This is the area where the trick was. You see up here, third wave, back down, fifth of the third, right there. And this is the area right here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? 3, 3, what? Boom, 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 boom. 5. You see? You see how that works? So that could be happening over here, guys. Over here. Right over here with Bitcoin right now. That's how that works. And my estimate, until proven otherwise, now, look, we have to be real here. Let's be real. Maybe these 10K Bitcoiners are right, and this is AB and some sort of C wave, and it's going to come trekking down. But right now, I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I'm thinking it's coming down, doing that correction, and then eventually wherever it ends up, whether it's right there or back down to this box, maybe take a little more time, and Bitcoin's getting ready to make that move right over there, guys. Now, where's it going to end up to? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, this could end up to 30K. It could go up to 35K, or it could go beyond that, guys. It really can. It's just all going to depend. It's just all going to depend on what happens here. You know, this come down, you know, it could come back up, you know, a little bit. It could come back down again, all the way down here, and it could come back up, take that out. There would be your third wave right there, and then it comes back down again, even, you know, maybe even deeper, and then it makes a fifth wave. You're just not going to know, guys. But right now, it's looking very, very bullish to me. It's looking very, very. I'm basically. You want to call me a moon boy right now? You call me a moon boy. I don't care. It's bullish. You know, over here, I was a bear. I was over here. I was a bear, right? Over here, boom, 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 bearish, right? Now I'm a moon boy. So bear. You can't say bear moon. What do you call it? What do we call the bears, man? Just bears, okay? But over here, moon boy now. So now I'm a moon boy. So you call it what it is. That's what I think is going to happen. But just don't expect. You could expect maybe some more downside with Bitcoin. The thing is, I don't think it's had enough time to finish up the correction. I thought maybe there was a potential for Bitcoin to rip off a fifth wave over here to 25 or 26, potentially to make a third wave extension, and then come back down, correct to these areas, and then maybe rip off that fifth wave. So I just don't think it's enough time right now, guys, and we just have to see what's going to go on with it in this area. And is it circling back around to make a more bearish divergence? It very well could be, guys, but more than likely, this is probably the reversal area. You can see that's a bullish wick on that 2-hour chart, guys. Right in that area, you could be something, get back up into this area, and it could swing back around. So going over the other coins, take a look at some other coins. Chiliz is doing really well, guys. I mean, I think Chiliz is kind of in a bullish sequence too. Well, obviously overall, Chiliz is in a bullish sequence, guys. And, you know, I was looking at it to see what it was going to do. And, you know, more than likely, maybe Chiliz is doing something like what BNB is doing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5. And then Chiliz is going to correct, and it's going to have a shallow correction. Okay, and then get out of there. So that's what I'm looking at with Chiliz. Some other coins at Lido. This Lido, man, I was like, this thing is unbelievable. That's why I told you guys, man, don't discount the Lido DAO. Don't discount the Lido DAO here, guys. I told you, man, this coin is a ripper. This coin is a ripper, guys. It did a 6x over here, and it's ripping off. This could just be the start of this could be think about this, guys, reasonably. This could be A, B, and the C over here. This could just be the start of the C wave. So it could be doing a 1.618 move over there, guys. 1.618. Logarithmic up there at near $20. Up there near $20. Definitely these areas, 650 for sure would not be, is definitely in here for this one. Easy, guys. I want to say easy. You know, you never know. Maybe Powell's going to come out and, you know, definitely something like that, guys, for sure with Lido. So you could be looking at, let's say you can get it, if you get it at $1.75, don't expect this thing to be below $1 again. It would be nice for under $1, but I don't think so. But I'm looking, you know, just right there, guys. That's a potential, you know, 200, 300%, you know, risk stop loss in this area, you know, for 20%, risking 20% for 200% gain in that area. Quant, I'll go and update. Quant's just in a correction, guys. That's the deal with Quant, right? Quant is just in the midst of a correction. But see, here's the thing now. Quant's doing a really good job at taking all that out. So Quant might not get bound. You got to start paying attention to Quant, guys, once it gets below $130 into these areas, okay? Maybe Bitcoin's has another dump in store to get Quant down here, but it's taking out all that RSI. It's bleeding off RSI down there too, guys. So you know, pay attention to Quant in that area. Vi token is dumping. I'm not worried about that. Humans AI, guys, if you're in this coin, it's probably could be coming up to an end of its run, okay? But it might not. 1, 2, here's its third wave peak. This is the fourth. And I think Humans AI is going to peak out at about 35 cents or 0.035 cents and come back into these areas, maybe hit that area, and that run should be over with Humans AI because it had extended third wave. This wave will be about the same length. So how long was that wave? About 40, let's say 45, 50%. And you're looking at maybe a move just like so. There's 45, 50% right in that area. So I would expect it to be done there, but you just never know, man. This thing could have an extended fifth wave, guys, but and then go into a decent correction. But the thing is, you could be pretty safe. That's a solid fourth wave. That's a solid fourth wave. It could go up, and then it just might correct just back to these areas and then start a rip again. It really could do that, guys, with Humans AI on one of the AI tokens. So right now with Bitcoin in a correction, guys, is you can look at some of these AI coins and maybe find an entry into them. AGIX is another one. This one has been on a rip too. I'm looking at this one, the NMR, it's called Numeraire, I believe is how it goes at. And I was looking at this one, guys, and if this is going to be going into a serious sequence, I think I was looking at targets potentially like, I think about 150, potentially 150, but I don't like the wave structure on it. Maybe a high risk play. Vi token's good. Fetch is, Fetch is another one. Maybe you can get an entry into these coins right now with Bitcoin going into this correction, guys. So here's the other thing. The DXY, let's go over the DXY. What do we got here? Is it, oh, geez, it's taking out all that RSI. That's not good. It might swing back around, guys, into another wave. It's taking out a lot of that RSI. Let's check it out on a 4-hour. Yeah, is it going to swing back up? It could be done with it. It could be done, guys. Let's see here. So far, it looks awfully 3-wave-ish. It needs to take out more of this, guys. It needs to take out more of that. Let's check it out on an 8-hour now, too. It's definitely questionable whether it's going back in. But so far, guys, it's like I said, it sure looks like a flat. Like I said, a lot of professional traders could have really, really taken by surprise on that one. They're so sure it's in a new trend, and it very well could be. Maybe it's coming down and it's going to do another one. Just don't know yet, but this is going to make or break the markets right here, guys. This is going to make or break the markets right down here in the S&P 500, okay? The bulls and the bears are battling it out, and here's what you want to see. The S&P 500 right here. Bulls and bears battling out. S&P 500 needs to maintain that 4,100. And if the S&P 500 can do this, okay, and start going on to a correction and going on to a trend of 43, 44, maybe, and hit 4,600 in these areas, and it very well could. Those are a lot of overlapping waves. And the concern here is for the bears, that bears need to be worried about this big time. Are these overlapping waves? Is this just some sort of corrective move, or are these 1-2s, 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 and it's going to melt up? Okay, that's the issue with these waves, guys. So, but here, let's just say it is a corrective move, right? and that's an A, and it came down for a B, it should be hitting like 44 possibly. Okay, 44, and then it could go as high as is that beyond, that's all beyond all-time high. So 1.1, let me turn off log just a second. Let me take that off log. So 43, and then yeah, 4,500, it can get up to those areas. And if that happens, if that does happen and the bulls can win this battle, okay, it's definitely a stalemate right now, guys, and it gets up there. What do you think is going to happen over here to Bitcoin, guys? Bitcoin's going to rip off a massive wave again, in my opinion, if that happens. Okay. And then at that point with Bitcoin, you know, it's way up there. It gets up there into these 30,000 plus areas, guys. That's going to be the area you're going to want to take. You're going to want to take exit and profits. Okay, if that happens. So let me go to a daily chart. I'm going to show you guys. I know I'm rambling on and on and on, but hopefully you guys have learned something. Let me put it back on log. Bitcoin likes to hit logarithmic numbers. You know, if it is back up into those areas, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe extend third wave, and it gets back up into these areas, guys. You know, wherever that could be, possibly, that's going to be a massive correction over here, and you're going to want to exit out on some assets aggressively, in my opinion. Aggressively, you know, no playing around. Good exit. Here's Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to do a lot better than Bitcoin because of the setup that it's in. Ethereum's in a freaking awesome setup, guys. And if this is a 1-2 and Ethereum's going to make a 1-2, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to do a correction over here. What do you think can happen with Ethereum, guys? So Ethereum's telling me that Bitcoin should be making some pretty decent moves too. But, you know, if that's the setup, you know, if that's the setup, $3,000 Ethereum, guys, $3,000 Ethereum is not out of line. So, and then it'll be, you know, a significant correction at some point. We're just going to have to see how the waves play out. All right, guys. That is the end of my video for the time being. I'm going to update some of the other coins as time goes on, guys, and take a look at that. I'm just really, what I'm doing is I'm actually focusing on what's going on over there in the TradFi markets and the DXY. They're really, really battling it out big time. You know, the bears want it to go down, down, down. You can see it. That's what these waves are, guys. Take a look at these waves. That's what these waves are, man. That's what these waves are telling you. This whole period right here, this whole period on the S&P 500, that's a big battle, guys. That's the big battle. And so far, the bulls have won it to here, did a correction. The bulls are, you know, so far winning it here. And now the bears are just getting sick and tired of it. And they're trying to pound this down, guys. And the whole thing is that, you know, this really could be some sort of consolidation area. Get the more bears in there, more aggressive with their shorts, and pop. It could do that. But at the same time, the bears could win this battle and shoot this thing all the way back down here, guys. So just remains to be seen what's going to be happening over here. It definitely has bear signals, and there's bullishness behind it. You know, that's how it is. It's a stalemate. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, it's going to hold this area, be in here for 2-3 days. You know, get everybody like, what's going on? The bears are like, I'm throwing in my short. Let's pound this thing down. The bulls are in there. Let's buy the dip. Let's buy the dip. And then somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.